Hello students, hope that you are healthy, safe and happy. In today's class, we will discuss the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. So, welcome in today's class, and today you will know how we can find the nature of roots of a quadratic equation, right? In previous class, we have already discussed how we can find roots of a quadratic equation, and we have discussed three methods there in that previous class. First one was normal factorization, second one was that completing square method, and third one we have used their quadratic formula to find roots of a quadratic equation. So today we will find nature of the roots. What does mean nature? Nature means which types of roots we will get when we will find roots of quadratic equation. What is the nature of the roots? So by using quadratic formula, we will discuss it how, what is the nature of the roots that we are getting. So we know that, once again I am reminding you, this is general formula for the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. And quadratic formula to find roots of a quadratic equation is x equals to negative b, then plus and minus b square minus 4ac inside square root and downside 2a. So this is the formula that is called quadratic formula to find roots of quadratic equation, right? B, what is b here? B is coefficient of x, a is coefficient of a x square, c is a constant term, right? So a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant term, right? Now if you solve this, if you apply this formula, since here plus minus b square minus 4ac written, it means if this b square minus 4ac, there are three possible conditions here. What are the conditions? We can get value of this b square minus 4ac, the value, if its value is greater than 0. If this value is greater than 0, that is positive value if we are getting. So we can get value of this thing b square minus 4ac. If it is greater than 0 means positive value we are getting, then what will happen here? See, if you are getting positive value means greater than 0 value, it means there will be two cases. Two cases means once we have to take that value positively, since plus minus 2 signs are there. Then in second case we will take negative. It means two roots will get here, and the roots will be different. Distinct root, we can say that. It means in the case if the value of this b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that is positive, we will get two values of x, two roots of x we can say. So these roots will be different and distinct, right? So this time this b square minus 4ac, it is also called discriminant. What it is called? Discriminant, we can say. So formula now we can write here x equals to minus b plus minus this capital D. We can also denote it by capital D, right? So first case we have discussed here, if the value of this capital D is greater than 0, in that case we will get two distinct root or two different roots but real roots. The number will be real, right? So if value of D or discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, we are taking positive, so we will get two different roots but real roots. right? I will explain this thing by taking an example also, right? So first we have to discuss second case also, second and third, both the cases. So second case is, we can get the value of d as 0 also. We can get in some cases value of this b square minus 4ac is 0. That is discriminant. So if discriminant is 0, you can just think here, if the value of this thing is 0 here, so we will get here two same roots as minus b upon 2a. What doesn't matter what are the values of a and b. So in case if the value of discriminant or value of b square minus 4ac is 0, then in this case we will get two real and same roots. Of course, I will explain this thing with example also, right? First let me explain it. If value of d is 0, then two real and same roots will get. Now let's consider third case. Now what will be the third case? What may be? If the value of d is less than 0. It may happen also. Suppose the value of this b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Less than 0 means it is negative. And we know that if the value of this d is negative, and we know that we can't find square root of negative numbers. So in this case, no real roots. We don't have real roots. Since we don't know what will come when we find out square root of any negative numbers. Hope you understand. Now, three cases we have discussed here. What is the summary now? If the value of d is greater than 0, means positive number, then two distinct and real roots we have, right? And in second case, if d we are getting as 0, then two equal and real roots we have, right? And in third case, if d is less than 0, then no real roots. And these are also called imaginary roots. We will discuss what is imaginary number. We will discuss in class 11. So if d is less than 0 means negative, we can't get real roots. Hope you understand, guys. Now let me explain each and every condition by taking one example each, right? So first I am taking the example of this one, 2x square minus 7x plus 3. This example I am taking to get two distinct and real roots. So what is value of a when we compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0? After comparison, the value of a is 2, value of b is minus 7, value of c is 3. Now by using quadratic formula, let me write first quadratic formula. This is quadratic formula. Now the value b is already negative, so we can write here plus 7, then plus minus b square means minus 7 square, then minus 4 into a means 2 into c means 3, and downside 2 into 2. Right? So 7 plus minus 7 square means 49, then minus 4 to the 8, and c we have to put value here. So 4 to the 8, 8 3 is 24. So we can write here 49 minus 24. 2 to the 4 we can write here. Now 7 plus minus, it is 25 now. After subtracting 24 from 49, then by 4. So 7 plus minus 5, square root of 25 is 5. upon 4 we can write here. Now you can see here there are two values. So values of x we can write 7 plus 5 by 4, and here we can write 7 minus 5 by 4. Since 7 plus minus 5 is there, it means we can take positive value and we can take negative value also. So x equals to here 12 by 4 and here 2 by 4. So here x equals to 3 and here 1 by 2. Right? So you can see here the value of this discriminant b square minus 4ac is 5. This is the value of discriminant. And this value is greater than 0. That is positive value. So if discriminant is positive, what we are getting? We are getting two distinct roots. These are real numbers. So two distinct real numbers we are getting. So we have proved it. If the value of discriminant is greater than 0, that is positive, we have two distinct real roots. Hope you understand. Now second case I am discussing here. If the value of discriminant is 0, then what will happen? So second case, let me take one example for this. 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equals to 0 I am taking here. Right? And this is general form of quadratic equation. If you compare coefficients, so the a we have 2 here, b we have minus 1 here, coefficient of this x is minus 1, and coefficient of constant term is 1 by 8. So quadratic formula is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac then upon 2a. Right? So b is negative, so we can write 1 here only. Then plus minus b square means minus 1 square, then minus 4 into a, 2 into c, 1 by 8. Inside square root, and downside 2 into 2. Since the value of a is 2. So 1 plus minus square of 1 is 1 only, and see, by 2 4 times divisible, by 4 4 times divisible. Now square of 1 is 1, and here also we have 1. Now you can see here one minus 1 0 means value of discriminant is 0. We are taking this condition. It means discriminant is 0. So what we can write it? We can write it only 1 by 4. Since this part is 0. So the value of x is 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Since it is a quadratic equation, it means two roots will be there. So roots are 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. It means if the value of discriminant or b square minus 4ac is 0, then we have two equal real roots, two same real roots. This is what we explained earlier, right? So the value of d is if 0, then we'll get two real and same roots. Hope you understand. Now one more example I am taking here to explain what will happen when the value of discriminant is coming negative or less than 0. So third case I am taking here 2x square plus x plus 4 equals to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c, general form. After comparison, a we have 2 here, b we have 1 here, and c we have 4 here. Right? So quadratic formula is right. So what is value of b? That is 1 only. So minus 1 plus minus b square means 1 square, then minus 4 into 2 into 4 by 2a, 2 into 2. So minus 1 plus minus, now 1 square means 1 only. 4 2 ja 8, 8 4 ja 32. So we can write here minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 32 means minus 31. Now you can see here the value of d, that is discriminant, it is negative. Minus 31 is coming. Means it is less than 0. So we are unable to solve with this because we don't know what is the square root of minus 31. So we can write here roots does not exist. Roots does not exist. It means if discriminant, that is d, is less than 0, so roots are not real. Hope you understand. All three cases we have discussed here. Once again, let me summarize it. If the value of discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, is greater than 1, in that case we will get two distinct and real roots, right? And if the value of discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, equals to 0, in that case we will get two equal and real roots. In third case, if the value of discriminant is negative or less than 0, in that case we are unable to find roots. So we can say that roots are not real because we are not getting any number as a root. We don't know how to simplify it, how to solve it. So roots are not real. Hope you understand, guys. In next lesson we will take some other topic for you for class 10. So thank you so much from today's class. All the best.